Welcome back everyone. So something a little bit different today. You join me on my favourite road, which is a long and windy twisty road from a town called Lanusia into a beautiful little village called Finistrat. Whilst we discuss one or two topics. Firstly, London again. So a very good friend of ours, a lifelong friend of my wife actually, they have known each other since school days. She has worked in all the major stores in London over the years. I mean, when I first met my wife 36 years ago, I think she was working at Harrods then. My wife's friend this is. And since then she's worked at all the major department stores, Harvey Nichols, John Lewis, you know the stores, right? And never really had any problems or any troubles, apart from the usual daily commute into London on the train, which is often a bit traumatic. But just recently she was pulled into the office where she's currently working and was told that all of the women in certain departments, you can probably guess which ones, all of the younger women in particular in certain departments in this particular department store have been advised that it's no longer safe to leave work via the front exit, and that the advice is now to leave via a different route. Now, I'm not going to disclose which route that is on this video, but it's not the route that you would expect. It's certainly not the route that you would expect to have to leave work as a woman. You'd expect to be able to leave work in the same way in which you entered it, through the front, right? Or through the staff entrance if there's one dedicated to that. But they've had reports of people eyeing up some of the women, and there is a genuine concern, and therefore I take it a threat to their safety. That's London for you, right? This is a beautiful road. Hope you're enjoying the scenery and the somewhat different camera angles today. First of all, I've tried this out, so hopefully it works. Second thing, very quickly that I'll touch on, I was on Danny Roscoe's show last night. If you don't know who Danny Roscoe is, check him out on YouTube. That's Danny Roscoe, R-O-S-C-O-E. That was quite an interesting one. If you haven't seen it, you might enjoy that. Next one on the list I want to speak about today is Sadiq. London again, eh? But Sadiq Khan's recent reactions to requests about information and knowledge about grooming gangs in London was very telling, I thought. Khan was more interested in trying to bait the person asking the questions. Her name's Susan Hall, I think. He was more interested in trying to goad and bait her into some kind of race debate rather than actually focus on the question that was being asked of him. And it's not the first time he's done it, is it? there can be no doubt for me that Sadiq Khan is just not fit for purpose. Quite how he managed to secure himself a knighthood is beyond me, and frankly beyond the joke. The question today is who you want to see as London Mayor. Now I guess that the vast majority of us would say Ant Middleton all day long. No matter which party he stands for, I think Londoners, indigenous Brits, are going to back Ant Middleton. What's not to like? But here's the problem, and this just shows you where London is right now. This shows you the difficulties that we face, not only as Londoners, and London as a city, but as a nation. This is the problem that we face. Are there enough Londoners left in London to vote Ant Middleton into a position of power? I suggest, sadly, that the answer is probably not. And if we look at the stats, I'll try and throw some up on screen, of the makeup of London. And this goes back, this is not even the latest stats, it's obviously even worse now than it was when these stats were last put together. I would suggest that there are not enough indigenous Brits left in London to deliver Ant Middleton success and a victory. What a state we must be in, eh? And that is, you know, look, if every indigenous Brit voted for Ant Middleton to become London Mayor, then yes, he would stand a chance. But we know amongst our own community there are enough traitors that would vote for anyone other than a patriot, right? So it's an uphill battle, it really is an uphill task. It's a very big ask for Ant Middleton to win the London mayoral election when it comes round. I sincerely hope he can do it. Whether that's possible is another thing. And a lot of us older Londoners, you know, we look at our city now, we look at the demographics, we look at the makeup of London now, and this is in no way looking at the colour of people's skin. It's more about the colour of people's culture. Because there are a lot of people in London, especially the older generation, people from the Windrush generation, etc. There's a lot of people from that generation who are just as patriotic as you and I will ever be. But unfortunately, there's a lot of young indigenous Brits that have been indoctrinated to believe that everything the UK stands for is in some way wrong. So like I said, it's a real big ask. I'm just not sure that the demographics are there and are going to be strong enough for Ant Middleton to win. I hope I'm wrong. Only time will tell. What in some ways may work against him is the fact that he's going to be speaking, I believe, on the 13th of September at the massive rally in London. And whilst I believe the vast majority of people in the UK will back and support that, well, we know that London is a different animal to the rest of the UK. And I'm still wondering what Nigel Farage and Reform's reaction to Ant's appearance is going to be. Are they going to denounce him because of that? If they do, well then that will surely confirm to a lot of people who haven't already conned on that Nigel Farage and his little crew of fake patriots are not what they seem. So what do you reckon on these roads then, guys? This beautiful riding. If you're a motorcyclist, you're going to appreciate the roads here. If you're not a motorcyclist, I hope you can at least appreciate the view. A lot of people tell me that they find these videos on the bike quite relaxing, which is really nice. I'm glad you enjoy them. The most challenging part for me when you're doing them is, obviously you've got to get the sound right, which is not always easy on a motorcycle. You've got to get the camera angles right, and most importantly, you've got to bloody concentrate on what you're doing, especially on roads like this where they're all twisty and turny, and you never know what's coming around the corner on the wrong side of the bloody road. Yes, it does happen. As always, I hope you enjoyed that. Let me know what you think about what I've had to say. What do you think that Ant Middleton's chances are of becoming the next London Mayor? Wouldn't it be lovely? Wouldn't it just give us all a massive boost? And what do you think about staff now, female staff in one of London's top stores now being told that they have to leave via a secret exit for their own safety? Does that come as a shock or indeed as a surprise to you? I'm afraid it doesn't come as either to me. Right, as always, thanks for watching, really appreciate it. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, and if you're not already subscribed to the channel, very much appreciated if you could do that. Thanks for watching. I will see you soon. Take care, everyone.